Is it what I think it is, folks? Oh no. Oh no 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 no. No. Oh god. Wait. Wait. Ah! Ah! It's gonna be a 107 episode playthrough. Every episode, 4 hours, folks. We hope you're ready for Banjo-Tooie. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. All of you remember this as one of the best games ever made. And you're wrong. It's Kazooie. It's Banjo-Kazooie. It's not this one. This one, oh boy, we'll get into it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll make everybody very mad. I'm just kidding. This game is good. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe people who have more time on their hands liked it more than me. This game is huge. This game is goddamn huge. Damn, it did take 2 years. Listen, in its context, when this game came out, I friggin' loved it. But as like an adult, whenever I try to replay this, or Donkey Kong 64 for that matter, it's like, man, this game is big. I don't know, I feel like this was kind of a symptom of the time though, like everyone made a hit platformer and they were like, what do we do for the sequel? Oh, just make it bigger. I guess, you know what? Maybe that's unfair, because looking at Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I guess they subscribed to that too. But they also gave Link new moves, which Banjo and Kazooie have new moves in this one too. Okay, so maybe that's not a good argument. I really did like this game growing up. It's hard to like it as an adult, though. It is goddamn enormous. Sometimes things that are compact are fine. You know what I mean? Like, what if Banjo-Tooie had just been 10 new levels? The size of, like, Banjo-Kazooie levels. Or maybe just a little bit bigger? You know what I mean? Like, give me just 10 new levels. They don't have to be... We'll get into it, too, but, like, I feel like the developers were so angry. I felt like they were legitimately angry that you could 100% Banjo-Kazooie in, like, 8 hours. There's, like, zero backtracking needed in Banjo-Kazooie except for, I think, 1 Jiggy. If you want to race Polar, you need to go get the shoes on the Egyptian level, which is next. You can technically do the Egyptian level first, but then you'll need to go back for the buzzy bomb thing you do with Kazooie. This game, the very first level that you go to in this game lets you collect like 4 Jiggies. And that's it. Like, alright, I get it, guys. Like, Nintendo sat there with them and probably was like, alright, so here's how you do padding. I don't know, maybe they wanted a little bit of the Mario 64 formula of get something and then you have to leave. I don't know. This game, I don't even know how long it took me to beat. I feel like this came out in middle school and I beat it later in high school. That is a big penis. I did think this was really cool, though. Like, the fact that they expanded the Banjo-Kazooie lore and realm. The fact that Grunty had sisters, like, it was cool. Like, as a kid who loved Banjo-Kazooie, it's like, this is what you wanted. There's even an episode of Game Grumps with John where they're playing Banjo-Kazooie, and Aaron was like, did they make a sequel to this? And John was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, is it better than this? And John's like, it's bigger, it's better controlled, graphically a little better. And he's like, oh, so is the sequel better? And he was like, no. And he was like, why not? And he's like, just pure nostalgia. I don't know. There's something about Kazooie I like more. And I was like, all right, John, Normally you have horrible racist opinions, but that one right there on Banjo-Kazooie is solid. I love how smooth they made Mumbo's face for this. Remember in 1 he had like an actual skeleton face with teeth, and then in this one they decided his head was going to be made of clay. I remember all the commercials for this, the fact that Banjo and Kazooie could like separate. That's something I was looking forward to. So this first episode isn't going to be a whole lot because we're just going to soak it all in. I'm going to say right now, will I complete this series? Ooh, I don't know. Will I have enough time to beat this game as an adult with responsibilities? Or will my kid graduate high school first? Who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna place my bet on my daughter finishing high school before I finish this game. This game is... I'm gonna say it every episode at least 100 times. Go back and play this as an adult. And if you're one of those single dudes in your early 20s and you have all the time in the world after work, well, fuck you then. You're not who I'm talking about. You know what always bothered me about this is a cool thing. I like what they did with Grunty in this game. She looks cool. Why are the bones over the clothes? By the way, the last boss fight in this game is From Software Dark Souls levels of stupid and hard. I literally never beat her legit. I mean, technically, I used what was given to us in the game. Like, there's a place that's like the beach in Banjo-Kazooie in this game, and there's like in-game cheats. And I think I found enough Cheeto pages. Wow, Grunty was not fucking around here. Yokum. Oh. The Mumbo parts in this game are not fun. I don't know. I never liked them. Even when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I thought playing as Mumbo would be cooler. Isn't it cool to know, by the way, if you've made it this far into the episode, congrats, but isn't it cool to know that they are actually working on not a remake, but I think they're just making a brand new Banjo game. It's all but been confirmed by Phil Spencer and a few others. Just said, like, be patient. You know, it's in pre-production or something, so it's going to be a few years. Which I almost would rather them make a remake or a remaster of the first two than a brand new one, because I saw what they did the last time they were given a new one, and it wasn't very good. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was very bad. And if you're one of those young people where that was like your first Banjo game for some reason, and you like it, okay. I understand that, I guess. Because I know a lot of people that didn't like Star Fox Adventures. I played Star Fox 64. I played the shit out of it. But I also liked Star Fox Adventures. A couple of my older cousins who like grew up with the SNES Star Fox and then the N64 one hated Adventures. And so I don't know, I thought it was fine. But I could see the old guard who grew up just playing the Star Fox games where you fly around. Oh, when I remember when this game came out, I just loved walking around here. I was like, oh my god, look, it's from the first game. Also, yes, I've played Banjo-Kazooie on the channel. Go watch it. It was from my earlier days. My child is way younger. She's like a newborn when I'm playing that, and she's like sitting in a swing next to me during most of the episodes. She didn't walk or crawl or nothing. She just sat in her swing, and I needed to make sure her diaper was clean and she was fed. That was it. But I remember being real tired. So I would like do a whole pot of coffee before every recording. And I would be like, woo boy! I literally think one of the episodes is called Weave Bourbon. Oops. Also, I have all the eggs in the key from Banjo-Kazooie that perfectly transfer over into this game, much like how Rareware wanted it. I don't know if you guys know this. I do, so I'll share this little tidbit. Apparently, the way Rareware wanted it to work was you were going to be able to get the ice key and the eggs and everything in Banjo-Kazooie. And here we go. We can finally play 11 minutes in. Oh, and it's funny. That's where his first molehill was. I immediately noticed when playing this game, I was like, oh my god, Banjo's backpack is like all floppy. Royston, I was knocked off the barbecue and ended up under this boulder. Please get rid of it. I can hardly breathe. That made me mad the first time I played it. I was like, what the fuck? Good old Spiral Mountain. So, you get the eggs, you get the key. You take out Banjo-Kazooie without turning your N64 off. And you put Banjo-Tooie in. And then you were going to get, like, the bonuses that you get in this game. Which, isn't that insane? They basically wanted to, like, Sonic and Tails this shit. Not Sonic and Tails, Sonic and Knuckles, I'm sorry. Look, it's all sad now. And then the first time this guy's head pops up, you're like, what the fuck? Do, 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 do. There's nothing in here. The first thing I did in this game was walk into, Can you walk into Grunty's lair yet, or is the fucking bridge down? I just can't believe Xbox has sat on this IP for so long. I don't get it. It's just so clearly like one of everyone's favorites. Oh yeah, I can get over there. Oh my, okay, is that inverted? Oh, no, no, no. Don't tell me I have to play. Okay. Is that... Thank you. Thank you, game developers. I always got so sad. I was like, oh, they should let us go into the old layer. Oh, and it's got the old theme music. Oh, that's such a nice touch. Rareware. You guys used to be cool. What the fuck was Ukulele? Like, what was Ukulele? Come on. You know that game was bad. Which I was going to play it on the channel so I could show how it was bad, but it costs money to play that. That game is not on Game Pass. It's $40. Ukulele. Ooh. Cheeto, my buddy. Alright, we'll go fight Klongo McBongo. The other thing I don't like in this game is the fucking Jinjos, the way they work. You go find the Jinjos and it's like, well, you don't get a Jiggy anymore for finding all of them on the level. You have to fucking find every color? Silly. Just silly. Do 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 be do do. I was double checking to make sure there were no honeycombs. Beep 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 beep. And everyone has clicked off the video. I do like how we start off fighting this guy, because he was never really in Banjo-Kazooie except for that one cutscene pretty much in the game over screen. And I was like, couldn't that guy have been a boss fight or something? Wow, Kazooie's ableist. Wow, what a dick. Can I just literally... Wow, look at that 2D ass 3D screen. Right? Is it pulling off some sort of eye trick? Doesn't it look 2D? Wow, what a boss fight. I kind of liked the new girl that changes you into things. They definitely turned you into some cooler things in this game. That was nice. Turning Kazooie into a dragon is cool. I don't know, man. I've tried replaying this game like 50 times since it was on the Xbox. I don't think I've played through it again since the original N64 one. It's just too fucking long. I lose interest. And it's hard. Like, once you get deep into this game, man, the fucking jiggies become far and few in between of the ones you can actually, like, get. That's not... Where do I go? I do like this game introduced that Spiral Mountain, and this entire world of Banjo-Kazooie is called the Isle o' Hags. Add to the lore! If it's called the Isle o' Hags, though, doesn't that mean that it's their island, right? Yeah, oh boy, you better have fucking fast travel in this game. See, you gotta find all the colors. Red Jinjo family house. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You know, like, they had to give you a storybook reason you would need to gather all the Jinjos again, but, you know, not put them on the same level, I guess? I don't know. And then look at this. They even introduced death. The gray Jinjos are dead. Straight up dead. Guys, this was a children's game. This was for children. Seems like a lot of work for only a few jiggies. Right? There's how many colors? 6? 7? 8? I gotta find 8 different Jinjos colors. Some of the families range in size, though. Like, there's only 4 of a certain Jinjo and 2 of a certain Jinjo, but there's some that are like 8 or 9. I don't know. That was literally the thing in the Egyptian level, wasn't it? That was the little thing playing around with Histup. I'm sorry, it's 2024. Why are we still having a monarchy in the Isle o' Hags? Oh my god, that's right. The kickball in this game sucks. It is not fun, and it gets hard. Also, I didn't like that. I like it more when Banjo danced and Kazooie swallowed the puzzle piece. Do. What else was not fun? Oh my god, the first-person shooters in this game suck. Oh my god, why did Banjo and Kazooie need to turn into GoldenEye? There's a lot of jiggies in this game where you have to, like, walk through a maze in first person and everything looks the fucking same and it's timed. Some of them are timed. Hell, there's even a boss that's like that. Kind of like Ukulele, like, there's some repeating jiggies on a lot of the levels, and they're just not fun. At least as an adult. Also, the amount of it's just like every level you go to in this game, you're missing like 4 moves from even coming close to scratching the surface of any level. Every level is basically you show up in this game, you can get like a handful of jiggies and then you have to leave. It's almost a little like Mario Sunshine in that you're like forced. You have to get these jiggies. Whereas Banjo-Kazooie was like, hey, here's the level, here's 10 jiggies. With the exception of 1 jiggy on 1 level out of 100, you can get them all the first time. Have fun. I wish they had kind of kept that with this one. I mean, if you want to put some padding in your game to make people kind of come back to levels, yeah, that's fine. I get that. Spyro 2 is a good example. In Spyro 1, there are no moves to learn. In Spyro 1, you can 100% every level on your first go of it, much like most of Banjo-Kazooie. Spyro 2 added in, like, orbs on top of the main collectible, which was what, talismans? Go watch our Spyro 2 playthrough. That game is our happy place. Don't watch our Spyro 3 playthrough. That game sucks. Anyways, now that we've angered Spyro fans. I think only a handful of orbs in that game you needed a move that was on a level further down the road. They used a very light touch. Like most levels, you could get most of the orbs. And then there's a few levels where like 1 or 2 you needed a move that you didn't know. And it was fine. It was a light touch. This game was like, all right. The devs sat there fucking laughing menacingly like, all right, guys. So you had a little fun. I've beaten Banjo-Kazooie as fast as I can, and I've done it in like 6 hours. 100%. Like, I'm talking, I could do the first 3 levels in probably 40 minutes. Like, I'm a stud. I've replayed that game so many goddamn times. But the developers, I think, knew that too, and so they were like, all right, fuckers like speedrunning our game, huh? You like being able to 100% it in 10 seconds? All right, we'll give you a game. The last thing I'll say that sucks is there's like interconnected levels. There's like a train that goes through every level. And there are so many jiggies where you need the train to be on a certain level, doing a certain thing, going in a certain direction. It's like at some point, you guys just kind of thought too big. I don't know. We live in an era now of huge sandbox open world games. And I get that. Like Mario Odyssey is probably way bigger than Mario 64, but it's still a nice compact little thing. You know, the levels feel like, okay, I'm in this level. This is its own thing. And then there's there's this game which is like, oh yeah, you're you to get that jiggy, you need to bring the train over here and then over there and then move it there, and then you almost forget. You're like, what the fuck do I need this jiggy for? This was cool addition too, giving us Bottle's house. Mrs. Bottles. Tell her husband's dead. Bring ding ding bing ding 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 ding. Hello, Banjo. Wait, the kid's name is Goggles? Doesn't Kazooie call Bottles Goggle Boy in Banjo-Kazooie? Oh, look at this. This kid's got a Jet Force Gemini poster, which, by the way, I had never played Jet Force Gemini until it was on the Switch. That game sucks. At least now in 2024. It's very bad. It's very bad. It controls like ass. It's very much a game from like this era. What I don't understand is Rareware literally made GoldenEye. Why did they choose some of the developmental choices that they did for that game? I have no idea. He called him King Dangalang. I like it. Also, we're playing the Xbox version. If that wasn't blatantly obvious by some of the buttons. Hey lady, where's your room with Bottles? Oh, the master bedroom. Wait, you got a guy in here, lady. What goes on with him on weekends, huh? Why is your picture in here but Bottles isn't? You know, this ain't a bad house. I'd fuck with this house. Could use a window or two that actually sees outside, not just this glowing yellow thing. So is this where Bottles went when he wasn't teaching us moves in Banjo-Kazooie? That whore. I am Jiggy Wiggy. This is my temple. So the Jiggies are sentient? Yeah, boy, oh boy. The visits to him get far and few in between later down the road. We've been playing this game for 20 minutes and already there's 2 fast travel points in just a little friendly N64 game. Oh, this is where I get my eggs. My eggs. If you remember correctly, in the N64 version of Banjo-Tooie, you had to find like a Banjo-Kazooie cartridge in the game and kill it and then get the egg. Do you want Heggy to hatch the egg? Ah, he did say it was 2 years old. Fuck, am I gonna have to make you all watch this while we hatch every fucking egg? Every single one does something cool. You know what? I'll do that off camera. I don't want to make you guys have to watch all of this. Yep, that's it. Special Heggy Awards Gamer Pick. Are you fucking kidding me? I wonder what it was in the N64 version. Oh, yay. No. Come back, but not 8 years later? Wait, really? Wait, what? Did I play this game 8 years ago? Is the game actually telling me the last time I played it? I have no idea. That would actually probably check out, because... Hell, this was on the Xbox 360 in since 2009. I remember when Kazooie was put on the Xbox 360. I never bought something so fast. I think it was like $15, and I was like, "Yup." My N64 had since been sold years ago, along with all the games for it. So I could not play Banjo-Kazooie, and I was always like, man, doesn't Microsoft own them now? Put it on fucking Xbox Live, and then they did! And then they put this one, and I was like, ooh, let's try this one. I remember this one fondly. Nope. I usually get to the second or third world in this game, and I'm just like, We'll give it a good golden chance. I don't remember getting too angry at the game. Yeah, you know, I probably did. Oh, I could have voiced that guy. By the way, later in the game, this shit actually gets hard. I know it's a fucking putting a puzzle together. I'm telling you, eventually, what he does is he flips all the pieces, too. And you're, doing it on a controller, so it's not as easy as just, putting it. Obviously, now it's easy. But he didn't flip any of the pieces, either. That timer in the corner starts to get less, too. Hey, buddy, some witches are literally gonna destroy your entire island. Why don't you stop challenging me and just open up all the fucking doors? He's shooting his Jiggy Wiggy load. Oh, yes, I'm coming. Ah. Oh, yes, open the door. This is very anticlimactic. Bow! Yep. Nothing. Oh, now the door just gingerly opens. Very cool. You do not have enough. Oh. Come back later when you do. He needs 4, so I need to get 3 jiggies from the next level. You're all probably thinking, oh, come on, you could do that in 10 seconds. Oh, no, my friends. This is where the developers, right off the bat, are like, all right, remember the first level in the other game, Mumbo's Mountain? Well, in this one, I could beat Mumbo's Mountain in fucking, I think 9 minutes is my record. This one? Oh boy, this level you cannot fully 100% beat until you're halfway into the game. EQ, ah. Here's the thing. Story-wise, graphically, you know, the atmosphere in the levels, it's all good. You know, this is a well-made game. It's just, you know, it's just a little big. You know, I like my platformers a nice, compact, all right, here's your level. Here's the things you need to get. The bigger they go, it's just, it feels less like a platformer and more like a, I don't know, a really, really long Final Fantasy game. I don't know. That metaphor probably doesn't work, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. And some things just aren't fun. I do vaguely remember getting really mad at that boss that's a big balloon. And you have to, shoot grenade eggs at him to pop him. You can't use Kazooie's, buzzard beak thing. I remember that being really fucking hard. There's just a lot of parts in this game where you're like, fuck, I need one more Jiggy, and everything is hard. Oh, good. I forgot. Bottle's brother is a fucking military dude. So how many war crimes have you committed, huh? How many brown children did we murder overseas in the name of capitalism? Jam Jars is his name. That's actually kind of funny. Hut-ya, hut-ya! I do like how you gather the notes in Things of Five. What you need is aiming sight. Hit the target, then you might. First person view by pressing Y. Hit left or right to fire with X. Hey, that didn't rhyme. That didn't rhyme. You suck. Fuck you, sir. Wait. Oh, I get it. Yep, aiming. Aiming is the first. A lot of the moves in this game are just like, hey, this is something that should just be standard in any game. EQ, EQ, up. You found another warp pad. Move on to it and press B to warp to any other place. Yeah, their own levels are so fucking big. I mean, think about it. Mario Odyssey has fast travel in it. And that game came out in, like, what, 2017? This game has fast travel in it because they made it so big. Maybe were they ahead of the times? I don't know. I don't even, like, know where to start. I think I need to talk to Mumbo. Here we go. We find our first Jinjo. 1 of 7. There we go. See, it's not even... It doesn't even feel that rewarding. Now I don't get the Jiggy for these Jinjos until I find fucking 6 more blue ones randomly throughout the world. I didn't like this part. My similar colored family. Yeah, y'all got real hardcore segregation going on here. I think the Jinjos might be racist. Oh, here's a Jiggy we can get. This is simple enough. Oh god, does this feel gross. Oh my god, didn't I just... Didn't we change the way the fucking Y-axis was? What the fuck? Reinstall extras. We'll fuck with that off camera. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't get it. We flipped the Y-axis. Is that for flying only? Oh, man. I'm in trouble if this is inverted. Oh, my... Okay, so now... Are you kidding me? It's different for flying than it is for shooting? You have to be kidding me. That's a fucking major flaw right off the bat. Oh, also the fucking crosshair auto centers. Can that be turned off, I wonder? Literally, it makes it 10 times harder. Yeah, that always annoyed me. Why would you auto center an aiming mechanic? Yay, our first Jiggy. 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes we've been playing, and I have 2 Jiggies. That is insane. 40 minutes into Banjo-Kazooie, I'm almost done with the 3rd level. I know you're that, well, it sounds like you really like Banjo-Kazooie, so why are you hating on just a longer Banjo-Kazooie? Cause it's just... It feels nice to make progress. You know what? For as big as Mario Odyssey is, and granted, I'm comparing a game that's like 20 years fucking newer, so like, let me explain myself. you basically get a moon in that game every fucking 30 seconds if you want, so you feel like you're gathering something. In this, you can go hours without getting a goddamn Jiggy. And I think that's where we'll leave this one. Alright, don't worry, we're going to make some longer than normal episodes. We're going to try and do this. I'm just telling you right now, we're going to be like 15 episodes in, and I'm going to maybe be on the 3rd level. Alright, folks, we're doing it. We're doing Banjo-Tooie, also known as This Game is Longer Than Elden Ring. Ho ho! Exit game. Dude. I didn't get a game over. I just have to go do something. Guys are dicks.